All right, Falcons fans, your boy man Mike coming at you guys with a live recap of the game, man. I just that what a great night. It was a freaking awesome night for the Atlanta Falcons, man. Gotta say that. I have to say that. And these boys put on a damn show. These guys were fast, physical, and these guys put on a mother freaking show. All right, I don't know how many times I can keep saying that, but them boys played their ass off. All right, just gonna go through the stats. I have to go. These are it from the offense for the most part. All right, I'm just going to go over the offense. 170 yards passing, 255 yards rushing. Do you hear me, bro? 255 yards rushing. Danny Etling, all right? Etling, whatever you want to say. He was a ball this night, all right? He came in last week with his first game. Was kind of shaky as a passer, but anybody that comes in pretty much doesn't know the playbook and what's going on. Everybody, Jarvis Williams, what's good, Pimpin? Man, everyone knows that when you come in as a quarterback and you know nothing about the offense for the most part, you know nothing about the team, and the players around you. It takes a while. Kind of granted that he doesn't know much about the team. You had 170 yards passing, one touchdown, 67 yards rushing. Tony Brooks James, 137 yards rushing, two touchdowns. Qadree Ollison looked like freaking TJ Duckett. TJ Duckett. And look, I gotta say this, bro. I gotta say this. Um, if the Falcons offense continue this domination, all right, if they continue this dominant running the ball and the domination from one guy, and I have to say this, and I'm right in mid sentence when I thought about this, but your boy, Caleb McGarry. Oh my freaking God. Caleb looked like a absolute monster. Okay? The guy looked like an absolute monster. Look, man, if you guys were absolutely shocked, if you guys were, kind of iffy on what Caleb McGarry is, bruh, tonight answered all of those. I mean, he answered all of the doubts. All right, he put into everything that the fans thought about why would the Atlanta Falcons trade up to get a guy like Caleb McGarry. Look, bro, if the Falcons continue with this, Alex Mack, we already know he's the best center in the game. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, he's the best center in the game, bar none, period, point, stud. And Chris Lindstrom, who is equally as physical. Now, equally as physical as Alex Mack at the helm, and then you combine that with the crazy Caleb McGarry got the running game going tonight. Caleb McGarry got the running game going tonight. And those guys look absolutely amazing, okay? My gosh. Think about this Falcons. For the Falcons getting back to running the ball, Matt Ryan using play action, using a lot of bootleg. Look, man, this Falcons offense could be absolutely unstoppable. Okay? Caleb, he was leading the way with second and third stringers. The guy looks simply amazing. And I know you're going to have guys that are going to be like, oh, man, just against second and third string. Bro, I don't give a damn who is against. These men are grown men. They're football players. And a lot of these guys were absolutely great at what they did at their point in time. Caleb McGarry is still a rookie. Whether you see it or not, Caleb McGarry is still a rookie. He's learning himself. So that he's playing against second and third stringers and whatnot, look, man, that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. You can throw it out. Was absolutely physical. This guy was absolutely a monster. Bro, 250 yards rushing. We're talking about 250 yards rushing, dog. This is the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are known to have a pretty good defense. I don't care if it's their second and third string. These guys are still coached well. These guys are still coached to play football. physical football. And the Falcons offensive line, led by Caleb McGarry, oh my gosh. All right? If you want fast and physical, we've always had the fast part. We've always taken care of the fast part of fast and physical. And now that we've may quite possibly have the physical part, bro, the NFL better watch out, dog. They better watch out. Because this dude right here, Caleb McGarry, Chris Lindstrom, Alex Mack, Julio Jones, Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley, come on. This is just simply amazing, man. And I didn't say anything about the defense, okay? I've yet to mention the defense because I was so impressed with what I saw from the offense. The defense was absolutely amazing. Bro, simply, guys, for the most part, the entire game, okay? We're talking about the entire game. These guys absolutely, okay? These guys absolutely shut out the Jacksonville Jaguars, okay? Shut them out. And I don't care if it's preseason. If it didn't matter, especially for backups, we're talking about for backups. Those guys put on pressure all night long. Davidson not played a hell of a game. Austin Larkin, man, look, everyone. Those guys got pressure all night long, dog. All night long. And to just see what these guys can provide, if this guy, what they did tonight, this team is going to be amazing. This team is going to be absolutely amazing. And I'm not talking about get to the playoff amazing. Opportunity. And tonight, I don't know if you guys were watching CW, but Corey made something. He made a great point tonight. 2016, our only win in the preseason came way of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And everyone knows that in 2016 that the Falcons went to the Super Bowl. So can this be a little bit of a deja vu? And we finish this with a Super Bowl win and give us the feed and what we've been begging for. Yes, I'm proud of the Braves. Yes, I'm proud of Atlanta United doing their thing. But the Falcons, we need a Super Bowl championship. Okay? We need a Super Bowl in this city. So what I've seen from these guys tonight, man, defensively, I'm at a loss for words. How spectacular these guys can possibly be, man. I love what I saw from these guys tonight. I love what I saw from these guys tonight, man. I'm just going to be honest. I'm just going to be honest right here. But it's going to be difficult for anyone to say that this team cannot and will not contend for a championship. How can you honestly look at this Atlanta Falcons team and say, what I saw tonight was a complete sham. It probably won't happen again. This is a pretty good defense. This is a pretty good defense in Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a pretty good team as in Jacksonville Jaguars. And the Falcons manhandled these guys. We're talking about 255 yards rushing. These guys were absolutely amazing tonight. All right? Absolutely amazing. Okay? And I got to say this. I have to say this. And I have to say this. Kind of flipped over here. We all know what Caleb McGarry can do. Absolutely an amazing player. But this is what I want to talk about right here. And I made a video earlier today pretty much explaining my thoughts on the matter. But I gotta say, Giorgio Tavecchio, man, it was just a mess. And I kind of feel bad for the dude. I truly feel bad for the guy because, uh, because he was handed a 2-year contract. He kicked well towards the end of the season. But for whatever reason, this guy could not get things back on track. He couldn't get anything back on track, dog. He couldn't get anything on track. Blair Walsh looked damn good tonight compared. He looked damn good. So when you look at it, man, I love what I saw from the young Falcons. I love what stood out to me, for Dan Quinn, is that these guys not only played well, but these guys absolutely, okay? This is the main fact. The energy of that defense was absolutely amazing from the very start. These guys did not let up. They played hard from the very beginning. The offensive line, the defensive line. They came out and they smashed Jacksonville in the mouth. And they played great. So Dan Quinn, whatever you're doing for those guys, to those guys, keep it up. Because those boys absolutely played crazy hard tonight. Amazing. All right, so that's my take on everything, man. Let's just go into the messages. Ryan Susisi, whatever your name is. Y'all have some crazy names, man. Brian Borking, Tony Brooks James was definitely earned a spot tonight. I think you can pretty much pencil him in as at the very least a practice squad guy. Qadree Ollison, absolutely. Those guys was just, it was like watching the 1-2 punch of T.J. Duckett and Warrick Dunn. All right, it was like watching 1-2 punch of Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman. These guys was absolutely electric tonight. Both of those guys in that offensive line played great. Jarvis Woods was good. Falcon Extraordinaire was good. RB Blackshear, what's good, pimpin'? He missed a couple of easy throws, but he was fun to watch. Absolutely. I don't think he's anything more than maybe a backup if he could continue to improve as a passer. But this guy is absolutely electric with his feet, man. If you can come in and have some plays set for Etling, Falcon can do some things on offense, okay? That's something you will have to pay a close attention to. Maybe come in, have him in the game with Muhammad Sanu, a package or two with Muhammad Sanu and the Wildcat to kind of get, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2 inches to kind of give the defense something to think about, something they've never seen before. That's something that you can do with Danny Etling. So I love what I saw from him. Nino Bree, Mike was good. Yeah, man, I'm lit, man. I don't know about y'all, but I'm lit. I'm so ready for the NFL season, man. These guys were absolutely amazing tonight, man. Like I said, I'm more impressed with the defensive side of the ball, and I know that we ran for 255 yards rushing tonight, but that defense did not let up. We're talking about a defense that wasn't Vic Beasley, Tack, Grady. We're talking about a team that was full of second teams and third teams for the most part, and guys that probably be on the practice squad. And these guys played excellent tonight. From the very beginning to the end, these guys never let up, and they continued. These guys got stop after stop. These guys did not give up. That's the biggest thing. They did not give up. What an amazing freaking night, okay? Absolutely amazing tonight. And like I said, Rand, Caleb is from what I seen tonight, if he can do this against starters, woo, baby, baby, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Baby, baby, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He and Chris Lindstrom, these dudes are gonna dominate. And we're talking about why is this so good? Why is this so good for me? Why am I so excited about Caleb McGarry? Because in the fourth quarter, when teams are, for instance, like the Atlanta Falcons, they carry the ball as well as pass in the fourth quarter, you can wear defenses down in the third quarter. You can wear team defenses down. And the more that you keep offenses like the New Orleans Saints off the field where Drew Brees is not throwing, you know what I'm saying? That's the best way to win championships. Keep Drew Brees off, keep Tom Brady off the field. That's how they beat us in the Super Bowl. They kept Matt Ryan and that offense in the second half of the game off the field because we couldn't get stops. So if the Falcons can continue to run the ball and dominate physically, this is going to be a scary team, bro. And scary freaking team. And I'm not saying that Ron Schrader in his heyday, when he was a Pro Bowler, I'm not saying that he sucked. But when I see from Caleb McGarry, man, so physical, he's so athletic, and he wants to hit. He seeks contact. That's the best part about him that I love. Rise Up Rundown. What's good? Everybody in the chat, man. If you haven't subscribed to the Rise Up Rundown, his channel, man, check him out, man. He has weekly videos. But that's my boy. Support him as well. Justin Rogers, another one of my guys, man. Appreciate you for joining the chat, man. But yes, man, if this defense continue to get stops and that offensive line continues to dominate the way they dominate tonight, physically dominated teams, 250. I don't care if it's first team. I don't care if it's second or third team. 250 yards rushing is just physically outmatching and demanding and punishing your opponent. Period. Point blank. You don't get 200 yards rushing without being physically dominant. So those guys were absolutely amazing tonight. I like what I saw. Quavon Booker. Yeah, the Falcons continue down this road and they continue to play good defense. Do I see the Atlanta Falcons 13-3 record this year? You never know, dog. You really never know. You never freaking know. I think if the Falcons continue to run the ball and win, and I mean run the ball up front, if they can continue to win up front, why not? Why not? The Falcons already have a passing game. You have Julio, Austin Hooper. Those are Pro Bowlers right there. And those are your receivers. Calvin Ridley, in my opinion, he's a future Pro Bowler. Muhammad Sanu is no slouch. Devontae Freeman is coming back. Edo Smith, and you have Qadree Ollison. Come on. Why? If that's easy. But if the Falcons want to win, my eyes is on winning the Super Bowl. I know we can get there. But the way that we're going to win the Super Bowl is that we have to dominate defensively. We have to get stops defensively. We have to keep offenses off the field. We have to keep Drew Brees off the field. We have to keep Tom Brady off the field. Have those guys have a limited snaps as possible. Because when they have the ball in their hands, outside of Drew Brees and crunch time, yeah, those guys pretty much come through. But absolutely, man. I don't think 13-3. I think that's easy. Especially with the way, things are going down. You just never know with injuries. Um, the coach losing Andrew Luck to retirement. Man, you just never know, man. The NFL is crazy, dog. As we saw last year, man, just anything can happen at any given time. And the teams that we think they're gonna win, look, they could easily have something happen that we had last year. We just never know. This is the way of the NFL. So the Falcons can continue to get, if they can continue to play good defense, yeah, easy. Yeah, I don't think Jaden Graham, tight end Jaden Graham, I think he's a terrific number two, or possibly the number three option for the Atlanta Falcons. I think you can use him in three tight end sets, run a little play action and whatnot to kind of get him some plays downfield. I think Brooks I think he's a great player as far as the passing game. The Falcons actually want to use him like a running back, not a running back, but a fullback. I think that's something that the Falcons want to do as well with Jaden Graham. So I love what I saw from Jaden Graham tonight, man. I think he's another sleeper that a lot of people may not be paying any attention to. I love what I saw from him tonight. So absolutely, James, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate everybody support, man. Couldn't do this. I could not do this without Falcons fans, man. Someone had to do it. Someone had to create a positive play for Atlanta Falcons fans like myself, like yourself, so we can have something, all right, and not have to listen to D-Leg talk that dumb crap all day. All right, we need channels like myself, Unintentional Grounding, Logan's, Rise Up Rundown. We need positive places where Atlanta Falcons fans can talk about our team without trashing them. This is why I do it. So I couldn't do it without you guys, man. And I truly appreciate that. So everybody, if you're new to it, 45 people in there. All right, let me get at least, okay? Let me get at least 20 likes, all right? Everybody in the chat, man, please give me at least one like, man, so I get at least 20 likes in this video. But absolutely, man. Like I said before, man, it really is good to see Dan Quinn doing his thing as the head coach, and he's one of the only. There's only two coaches, the coach and defensive coordinators, and the other guy is in New England, and that's Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick, all right. Bill Belichick is definitely a great defensive coach. I think Dan Quinn is on his way of being a great defensive coach, like Bill Belichick. All right. I think he does have the mind. I think he does have the spirit. I think he has the talent around him to become one of the best defensive teams in the league. Absolutely. Mike Zimmer's another one. Mike Zimmer doesn't actually run his entire defense. He is the architect of that defense, but he doesn't necessarily run that defense. Calls. So there's a slight difference. Dan Quinn and Bill Belichick, those guys are calling plays. Brian Hill. Honestly, man, I think there's going to be a trade for the Falcons. I don't. I think the Falcons can keep five running backs, but with Qadree Ollison running the way he's running, and then you have Tony Brooks James. I hate to say it, but man, Brian Hill may be another casualty, dog. I just don't think the Falcons could keep five running backs. You need Ken John Bonner to be the returner, so you have to keep him. Tony Brooks James, yeah, man, I honestly think that the Falcons are going to trade Brian Hill if they can find a partner to trade him for. Maybe if a seventh round pick for him, but I think the Falcons can find a trade partner for. Do you think yeah, absolutely, Matt Bryant is there tonight. If you watch the game tonight, that you know for a fact that tonight is the end of Giorgio Tavecchio's career in Atlanta. I wish him well where he's at. Have him miss kicks elsewhere because I don't want him missing kicks here. He can go to hell. He can go to New Orleans if he want to miss kicks. We don't need that crap here. Let him go to New Orleans. Let him go to New Orleans so he can start missing kicks. Let him go to Tampa Bay so he can start missing kicks. Let him go to Carolina so we can miss kicks for them. But adios. Bye. I ain't gonna miss you. We won't miss you. Without a doubt. Philip Bonner was good. I'm still kind of iffy. With Caleb McGarry starting. If the Falcons choose to start him, I think it'll be more. They're going to use a lot of tight end sets to kind of see what he can do against pass rushers. So you may see Tyson Bryo start the first game. If Tyson Bryo struggles for any reason, then Caleb McGarry. But I don't quite think Caleb is ready to start tonight. Okay, I don't think he's ready to start the first game. I truly don't. Maybe one game, 2 games tops, he'll be ready. But I think Tyson Bryo, I think he comes out. If is still injured, then Caleb McGarry becomes the starter. But for the most part, I think you give Caleb McGarry maybe one more game to sit back and learn. But I don't know if the Falcons are ready to throw him in the mix. If the Falcons truly believe he is the guy, if he is that good, then you will see Caleb McGarry start. But the Falcons don't want to crush this young fella's confidence. He played well tonight, and I think what you do with Caleb McGarry is you sit him. You sit him, you use him as a swing tackle during the game so he can kind of get, acclimated with the speed of the game during the game. Bring him as a swing tackle, like I said before, and let him do what he does best, and that's run block. But I'm not sure right now if he's ready to start over Tyson Bryo, because Tyson Bryo, granted this is the preseason, I don't think you start Caleb McGarry just yet. But we will see what happens with the cuts. Quavon Book, I say Matt Ryan shows that he's the world. Show the world that he's always been one of the best, man. Yeah, man. Matt Ryan has all the tools in the world right now. And like I said before, it's really up to Dan Quinn to get this team to the Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl. He owes us. Let me rephrase that. The Falcons owe it to us to build a top defense. I wouldn't say that he owes us the fans, but he owes it to us to build a top defense. It's time for us to get in the top 10. If Matt Ryan has a top 10 defense, I guarantee you we will win the Super Bowl. I promise you that. I promise you, Atlanta Falcons, if Falcons end up as a top 10 defense, there's no reason why this Atlanta Falcons team cannot win the Super Bowl. None whatsoever. You get Tack playing well, you get Vic, Grady, those guys getting after the quarterback, you getting turnovers. Bro, Deion Jones doing their thing, KZ doing his thing. You got that intimidator, Agent 22 in the middle knocking people out. Like, bro, if this team is top 10, this Falcons will win a Super Bowl. If this Falcons defense is top 10, I guarantee you, okay, we will win a Super Bowl. Period, point blank. This team is that damn good. I truly believe in these guys. Oh my God, seeing Dribbler talking about the Popeye chicken sandwich. I'm so damn tired. Man, I'm so tired of talking about that damn chicken sandwich. Everywhere I go, I see Popeye's chicken sandwich, dog. Enough of that Popeye's chicken sandwich. Empire won. This game got me in the mood for some regular season football. Man, I think it's about what, 8? Yeah, it's about 8 games, 8 days away for the season to begin. And right now on the start, on the screen, we take on the Minnesota Vikings. So I can't wait to see, man. I can't wait. So nothing's going to interrupt my game. All right, nothing's going to interrupt that game, dog. Carpenter over Jamon Brown. I just don't know what the Falcons are going to do. I like what I saw from Jamon Brown, but I like what I saw from Carpenter. And at this point, the Falcons are just at one of those. They're one of the few teams in the NFL that can say that we have a number of options who can step in to be the left guard, who can step in to be the right tackle or left tackle. We have a number of guys. Tyson Brown can play both sides of the ball. Jake Matthews can play both side tackles. Like, we have that option. We're that damn gifted right now. So, yes, we have enough options. So, we're just going to sit back and watch what Dan Quinn and those guys do. Oh, Rise Up Rundown. Logan says it's going to be top 5. At the worst, top 10. Look, man. Look, I wouldn't doubt it. We have the talent. The Falcons definitely have the talent. That's never been, especially right now. You have night corners. Desmond Trufant, Isaiah Oliver, DeMonte Casey, Kendall Sheffield, Jordan Miller. Now he's getting picked on a little bit. Refs, getting out of hand with these, these flags and whatnot. But so far, Jordan Miller looks good. Kendall Sheffield, those guys look good. And those are our 4th and 5th cornerbacks. So the Falcons definitely have the depth. And not to mention, Duke Riley is playing great. Foye Oluokun is playing great. Okay? Jermaine Grace with the pick 6 that was called back, but he still got a pick 6. Like, the Falcons defense is so deep. This team is so deep this year. And it's what it comes down to. Dan Quinn and his coaching staff just have to do their job. Come up with great game plans to get these guys acclimated fast. Dirk Cutter does his thing. Dan Quinn does his thing on the defensive side of the ball. Mike Mularkey, those guys teach players what they need to do to become the best player. And like I said, I love what I'm seeing from these guys, man. The Archangel. What's good, man? Mr. Harper. Yeah, man. It was just an all around great game for the Atlanta Falcons tonight. Outside of that kick from Giorgio Tavecchio, even Blair Walsh played well. I think ultimately Matt Bryant will be the guy, but Blair Walsh showed that if something were to happen to Matt Bryant, if he got injured, we can bring in a guy like Blair Walsh to come in and then kick for us, because I honestly think Giorgio Tavecchio's career is done with the Atlanta. He might cut his ass as soon as they can. And we'll probably wake up tomorrow morning and we have him, the Falcons will cut Giorgio Tavecchio. There's no reason to keep him. The guy was 4-9, 4 of 9 in preseason. That just can't happen, dog. I don't care who you are. That can't happen. James, I appreciate the love, man. Like I said, I do it for y'all, man. I do it all for the Atlanta Falcons fans. 808 border. Dante Spate. I hope I said it right. I'm awful at reading. Falcon needs the starting quarterback over Matt. Yeah, man, let's do that, man. Let's bring back that running offense. Matt Ryan sit on the bench, have Dan Etling running the ball like Michael Vick. And we have Devontae Freeman, Ito Smith, Qadree Ollison running the ball. Yeah, let's do that, dog. Come on, man. Baller B. Ain't nothing but the facts and truth we do, man. Absolutely. What do you think about Gage taking Hardy? Yeah, I think it's safe to say that Gage is going to take Hardy's spot. I still think Justin Hardy will make the squad. I think Olamide is going to go to the practice squad. I don't think the Falcons want to lose him. The Falcons may put someone like on the future reserve list or something like that, so they won't lose him to anything, to anyone. So yeah. King Jeffy Joe. Jermaine Grace better make that team. Tony Brooks James, Austin Larkin. Yeah, those guys. Austin Larkin is an interesting guy. I truly believe this, and maybe this is a hot take. Maybe I've said this before, but I don't think Falcons fans. I truly believe that the Falcons are going to make. It's going to be a trade at some point. If there won't be a trade, I think next year we're definitely going to see Devondre Campbell walk, and a guy like Austin Larkin may get his chance. Because I truly believe that Austin Larkin is a pretty good pass rusher. And the Falcons going to use a lot of 34 and 52. I think Austin Larkin is a guy that they can afford to kind of keep around to be a project player to see what he can continue to develop on. So I really truly like what I saw from Austin Larkin. Guy motor just never freaking stops. Falcon fan DVN, Mike Zimmer, yeah. Blake Wagner, Italian Ice is no more. Yeah, that dude is gone, dog. There's no way he's coming back. Especially when you have 3 kickers. 1 kicker coming in for a quote-unquote tryout. Nah, bro. Matt Bryan doesn't try out for anything. That dude is going to be the starter, period. He's going to win that job. So, Falcons fans, we don't have to worry about that. 808 border. Julio, Sanu, Ridley, Gage, Zacchaeus, Hardy would be the wide receiver groups. That's an excellent group, man. And I think tonight we saw Thomas Dimitrov pretty much state that the Falcons are going to keep 6 receivers, and that 6th guy is going to have. That 6th guy is going to have the ability, must have the ability to both be a special teams player. So Justin Hardy, he is a guy. That's why I think a guy like Olamide, I don't think he is as good as a special teams or as safe as a special teams guy as a Justin Hardy. So we would definitely see a Justin Hardy back with the team. That's just my opinion. I don't think we saw enough from Marcus Green, but I think the Falcons were definitely going to keep him. Thomas Dimitrov said he's a 6th round pick, and they're not ready to kind of give up on him just yet. So we may see Marcus Green on the practice squad. So we might see a guy like Christian Blake. I mean, Christian Blake, I think he did some pretty good things. But the Falcons have some young guys like Zacchaeus, Marcus Green that are not ready to give up on. So we may see a guy like Christian Blake gone. We may see a guy like Devin Gray gone. Both of those guys played well, but it's just a numbers game with the Atlanta Falcons. We just have so many talented guys on the roster. It's just becomes a number game, and hopefully these guys find homes elsewhere that's not in the NFC South, so we can't have that. Super Bowl or bust, Pro Mark Chris. That goes for anybody in the league, man. Pro Bowl or Pro Bowl, but Super Bowl or bust, that goes for everybody. If you don't win the Super Bowl, it's a pretty bad year. Period. Point blank. Every fan should be thinking Super Bowl. Every player should be thinking Super Bowl. Every coach and owner should be thinking Super Bowl. Period. Point blank. Yeah. I don't see a lot of. To be honest, man, I truly do. This probably sound a little crazy, but I feel bad for Giorgio, man. The guy signed a 2-year deal. Um, thought he was going to be the kicker, and then for whatever reason, this dude just could not get out of his own fucking head. Like he couldn't get out of his own tonight. All preseason, missing chip shots, missing long field goals. Like this good dude couldn't do anything right. King 7, man, Michael, are you more concerned about the offensive defense? Neither. I'm more concerned about the special teams. Um, the Falcons bringing in Matt Bryant to kind of see what he still has, to see what kind of shape he is in for the most part. Falcons are um, looking to re-sign to get not only Matt Bryant, but to kind of give extension to Julio Jones. So we may see a Julio Jones contract in the next couple of days or so before the Falcons make a roster move. There could be a cut. There could be a cut like a guy like let's see. Oof. There would have to be a guy like a Jack Crawford, and I doubt that Jack Crawford is traded. But if the Falcons were to sign Matt Bryant, it would have to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 2.5 because the Falcons just don't have enough cap money to make any type of move. So I do expect someone to be cut or traded for cap room. And I mean, these guys are just the Falcons they don't have a ton of money. They have about $3.5 million in salary, and they just can't sign a guy for Matt Bryant for anything over $3 million. And I don't think the Falcons will even risk doing that. But I am most concerned with the special teams than anything, man. Dante, here's this dude. Yeah, I see what you guys were talking about. He asking some crazy questions. Would I keep Matt Ryan at quarterback or Danny Etling? Yeah, man. Look, I would keep Danny Etling at quarterback. Okay, so we completely changed the whole offense. Hand the keys over to a guy we just traded for New England, and recreate the Michael Vick experience. That's what we should do. That's what the Falcons should do. Let's recreate the Michael Vick experience by trading Matt Ryan away, signing Danny Etling to a $50 million contract so we can run the ball. Let's do that. How about that, Falcons fans? Give me a like if you guys like that idea. All right. Do y'all see Desmond Trufant as a dominant cornerback, Mr. Shutdown? A shutdown corner in the NFL, man, that's pretty much dead. The idea of a shutdown corner in the NFL is pretty much dead. All right, it's gone. There will never be another shutdown corner in the NFL. Why? It's because these soft freaking rules. Defensive backs can't touch wide receivers now. I mean, these guys are challenging penalty flags now because little crying ass Saints. We're challenging. We're really challenging flags now. This is how bad it has gotten on the defensive side of the ball. So no, I do not think, Desmond Trufant is going to get a quote unquote he's going to be a shutdown corner. The days of a shutdown corner in NFL is pretty much dead. What you want now out of cornerbacks is guys who don't get penalties. One of the reasons why Robert Alford had to go, and cornerbacks who can get interceptions, create turnovers. That's what it's about. It's about corners who can create turnovers, get picks, and guys who don't get a lot of turnovers. So that's what you're going to get. That's what you need as a corner in the NFL these days. No more will you see a Deion Sanders. No longer will you see a guy like a Patrick Peterson. Even a Patrick Peterson got destroyed by a guy like Julio Jones. So, just the rules, man. I don't think the rules allow cornerbacks to be shut down anymore, man. Herman Garcia, what's good, man? What do you expect the defense week one? I'm not a fan of the Minnesota offense. Why? Because I'm not a fan of Kirk Cousins. I just think Kirk Cousins is probably one of the most iffy quarterbacks. He can look good in one game, and then in the fourth quarter, he just turned into Jay Cutler and just start throwing balls to people, throwing interceptions, fumbling the ball. Like, he's one of those quarterbacks who would look good for 3 quarters and then turn around and throw 2 horrible picks in the fourth quarters to lose the game. That's why I'm not really concerned with the Minnesota Vikings offense. Defensively, they're always going to be they're going to be pretty damn good. So when it comes down to it, the Falcons have to play flawless football when they play Minnesota. But like I said before, man, the Falcons, it really comes down to the Falcons being able to physically dominate good defenses like the Minnesota Vikings if they want to compete for a championship. John Brooks, I appreciate it. Yeah, man, it's all good. Support is support. That's what we're supposed to do, man. All content creators, man. John Brooks was actually one of the first. He was one of my first subscribers to the channel, and vice versa. So yeah, man, I appreciate it. I truly appreciate everybody's support, man. Because, like I said, I probably sound like a broken record saying this shit, but I appreciate everybody for continuously supporting your boy, man. Myself, Lieutenant Dan with the film breakdowns, the real Patman, Logan, Jazzy Jeff, man. Like, we're trying to give Falcons fans something that they can absolutely count on, and that's great, positive Atlanta Falcons content. All right, nothing but the facts and the truth. All right, truth and facts, facts and truth. Period. Point blank. Kojak Manatucket, rise up, pimp. Briz, did Grace play tonight? Didn't see first half. Grace did play. He had a pick 6 actually called back, so I think Jermaine Grace would definitely make the team. I like what I saw from Jordan Miller, of course. The She Junior 3-3. Yeah, man. I just don't want to talk about him anymore. Let's not talk about him anymore. Let's just pretend like he never. Let's pretend like he did. let's pretend like Giorgio was not here for the last 2 years. All right, for the year and a half, like about a year and a half. Let's just pretend like Giorgio just never existed. Okay, this guy 4 of 9 in the preseason, dude. Yeah, it's time to let him go, dog. We're just going to pretend like he never existed. I'd rather start the season on a good note than any of the games. I believe in coach staff. Yeah, like I said, man. The Falcons. Um, this Falcons team, if they want to win the Super Bowl, I'm going to say, and I'm definitely going to Giorgio trash. Yeah, that dude gonna get cut soon as the Falcons could possibly make the first cut. There ain't no if, ands, or but. He's probably gonna be the first guy that they call and say, you got to go. Period, point blank. That dude is trash, man. And like I said, I try not to bash guys, but it's hard not to bash a guy, a kicker, who is 4 of 9. He didn't hit half of his kicks in the preseason. That's pretty bad, dog. And you have a guy like Blair Walsh, who hasn't played in a while. He comes up and he immediately hits 2 kicks right off the bat. No, 1 kick. The other one was blocked, but that was pretty good. Like Blair Walsh he really came off the street, and to me, he was more confident than Giorgio. Like, that's crazy. But that is what it is, man. Like I said, I don't like to beat up on players, so I'm not gonna go into that. I trust Dan Quinn, and this is one of the reasons why I said Falcons fan, no worry. If Matt Bryant is going to be Atlanta Falcons, Dan Quinn, TD, those guys are already ahead of us. And when we think we know, those guys change all the rules. They change all the questions. All right, they change everything. So Falcons fans, these guys are absolutely brilliant at what they do. Epic the gamer. I am Solomon. Appreciate it. Man, it's getting to a point. Yeah, we may have to draft a kicker. We truly may have to draft a kicker. Are we going to pray to God that Matt Bryant can kick until he's 50 years old? Because the NFL, like, they're making it difficult for kickers. And to be honest, they're trying to pretty much kick kickers out of the league. They want to get rid of special teams. I hate that idea, but the NFL, they want to get rid of it. For me, if they do that, it'll be just another arena league football. I don't want to see it. I like to see returns. I love to see, kicks, missed kicks. I love to see that aspect of the game. That's what makes football football. Justin Rogers, appreciate the super chat, man. Like I said, man, I do it for you guys, man. I truly appreciate it. King Kale. Yeah, man, that dude tripping, man. He's just been a a troll at this point, man. Talking about bench Matt Ryan for Danny Etling. It is what it is, man. I guess we all need a little bit of entertainment, even if it's trolling. Yeah, I honestly don't think that teams Matt Bryant was really looking for teams. I truly don't think he was looking for teams, dog. Yeah, I truly don't believe Matt Bryant was going anywhere. As soon as Giorgio Tavecchio missed the first 2 kicks, I think Dan Quinn and Tommy Dimitrov say, "Oh hell no! All right, let's get Matt. All right, tell him to be on. Tell him to be ready. Tell him to get ready." He would not. Oh, it's all good, King. Yeah, it's all good, man. Sports Live in the ATL. Look, man, it's all good, dog. It's it's all good, man. Some people love to talk negatively. Some people think that their constant bashing of players and the team is actually quote unquote free speech. It is what it is, bro. But that's something that I don't do. I don't like calling people out. And if I'm gonna call you out, I'd rather say it, we can, do what we did with Logan. You know, Logan's one of my good. All right, look, I supported Logan from the very beginning, dog. Anybody who knows that can tell you this. Logan was one of my uh, favorite YouTubers. I saw somebody there who was really good at something, and I did what I can do with my platform, and that's try to give, him extra boost. I don't know how successful I was, but I try to give anybody, any Atlanta Falcons content creator, any content creator on YouTube, whether you're on YouTube, Twitter, if I can help in any way, man, to get you guys exposure, that's what I'm going to try to do. All right. So I love helping guys. So if that's what he want to do on his channel, be constantly negative and talk that crap, let him be that. But that's not what your boy Mad Mike does. This is one of the reasons why I created this channel. And I'm going to say this shit over and over and over again. And I'm going to end it with this. I'm going to end this live with this. Falcons fans, if you want positive, truthful, facts, opinionated content, this is where it's at. Mad Mike Sports is where it's at. Unintentional Lieutenant Dan is where it's at. Rise Up Rundown, that's where it's at. All right? This is what we're trying to create. Even the guy pound for pound, great. Those guys do great. So let's get rid of those guys like the Falcoholic. Push nothing articles just to get clicks and people off. People like D-Led just to come up with dumb crap so they can just piss fans off. And Jazzy Jeff. All right, Jazzy Jeff that dude been supporting me from the very beginning. When I had 36 subscribers. 36 subscribers. He was one of my first supporters. John, all these guys was with me when I didn't have any, but I stayed with it. And you guys supported me because we wanted positive Atlanta Falcons content on YouTube. And there weren't a lot of guys who were doing that. So with that said, man, I truly appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight, man. I'm going to have a recap of the game tomorrow. Appreciate all of you guys' support. Continue to subscribe. Get all your friends, all your Atlanta Falcons friends, family. Tell them to subscribe to the channel, man. Because your boy, man, Mike is trying to get at least to 10,000. At the very least, 10,000. Appreciate it. Logan, Jazzy Jeff, Toby D, and JR at Pound for Pound. Lieutenant Dan at Unintentional Grounding. The Real Patman. The Don and Mario, Coach Mario at the Feline Sports Podcast. I truly appreciate everybody's support. Check me out on Twitter at Mad Mike Sports. I'm gone, baby. Peace.